Hi, welcome to Budget with Tiffany. I'm Tiffany. I'm so excited to have you here today. I'm doing my third cash unstuffing for the month of July. So let's jump right in. Let me pull out my online spending tracker for this week. Wasn't too bad. I'll kind of go through everything. First, I'm going to start in my longer term sinking fund binder. So apparently July must have been the month of air conditioning's not working for us, because a few weeks ago our air conditioning at our home wasn't working properly and got that fixed. Then my husband's air conditioning, there was an issue with that and it was causing problems. And then I was taking my car in to get a oil change anyway, and my air conditioning started like turning off and everything, and it didn't seem as cold as normal, or I'd have to like turn it super high to get it to feel like it was cold or cooling the car down and everything. So I asked them to take a look at it, and they said there was like a leak and something. So all three of us, or both of us, have had air conditioning issues with both of our cars, and then with our home air conditioning. So hopefully, knock on wood, we will have no more air conditioning issues. But because of all the various car issues, the total price ended up being, I think it was $218, and we only had 63 remaining in our car maintenance fund. So 20, 40, 55, 62, 63. So I was figuring out where to take the rest of it from. I'm gonna take 55 from buffer when I get into that binder, and then 100 I'm gonna take from opportunities. And the reason I decided that is our opportunities envelope is kind of just for us to be able to take advantage of various opportunities that present itself, and it's not as high priority, so I feel like it's a good place to take things from when we need to. So I'm going to take $100 from that. Like I said, I'll cover the other 55 from our buffer when I get into that envelope. And then my husband contributed to Vice President Harris's campaign after she announced that she was running, or I guess after Biden decided not to run for re-election, and she ended up becoming the person who was running and now is the presumptive nominee. So he wanted to contribute, and we'll probably donate some more over the campaign. But we did 26, and he picked that number because that's our number. So 25, and don't have another. Take back 2. So that leaves us with 500, 20, 30, 40, 55, 62, 64. So 564, which is correct. Is it in this binder. And then the only other binder we have is our variable expense binder. So we had the music festival Friday and Saturday night. Friday was a lot of fun. We got there like middle of the afternoon, just in time to see Joan Jett and the Blackhearts perform, which was a lot of fun. I'd actually kind of forgotten that I knew several of the songs that they performed. I obviously knew I Love Rock and Roll, but I'd forgotten she had done Bad Reputation, and there was a couple other songs. And then we went and got some food, which the food, like typical music festival concert stuff, the food and beverages and stuff were kind of pricey. So we each got some food. And then the lines were so long that by the time we finished getting our food, Gwen Stefani had already started her set, even though there had been an hour in between when Joan Jett had stopped and when Gwen Stefani started. So we missed the first couple of songs. You could kind of hear it from where we were, but couldn't hear it as well. But we made our way down back to the lawn, because it was just mostly lawn seating. I think they had some VIP seating that actually had like chairs and stuff, but we found a spot on the lawn and listened, and that was a lot of fun. She did a lot of songs from both her own albums, and then she did near the end several No Doubt songs, which was fun. And then one of the songs she did, she brought out Blake Shelton, which I'd kind of wondered if maybe he was there, because I know that they'll often pop out and perform with each other. So I kind of wondered if he might be there, and then he came out, so that was cool. And then there was about another hour, and what they were doing is they had two different stages. So the stage that Joan Jett, Gwen Stefani, and Alanis Morissette performed on was the same stage, and then the other stage would perform during the breaks in between. So Joan Jett performed, and then while they were resetting the stage for Gwen Stefani, then another group performed at the other stage. And then when they finished, then Gwen started, and then when she finished, they reset for Alanis while another group performed on the other stage. So the final performance of the night was Alanis Morissette, and that was really fun. I really enjoyed that one. Did a few songs I wasn't familiar with, but most of them were the songs that everybody knows of hers, and it was a lot of fun. Really enjoyed it. We got home, so we'd taken the light rail, or we had driven to part of St. Paul and then took the light rail the rest of the way in, so that we didn't have to try to find a parking spot, especially because it was a work day. And then after it was over, we walked to the light rail, and then when the light rail came, because it's like 11 something at night at this point, so they only come like every 15-20 minutes. It was like super packed, so we managed to just squeeze in and got off at our stop, and then drove the rest of the way home and stuff. And so that night was a lot of fun, and I had started feeling a little sick Friday. I had like a sore throat, but I didn't think much about it. And then Saturday morning I woke up and I felt worse. I took a COVID test, and at that point it came out negative. But since I wasn't feeling well, I felt like, I didn't really want to go, but I also felt like I shouldn't go. So DJ went to the second one, and he was able to see, I forget all the groups that actually performed, but he saw Soul Asylum, he saw Offspring, and then Red Hot Chili Peppers were like kind of the ones that we were most familiar with. But he said a lot of the other groups that performed were really cool too. And then, so another friend of his had also gotten tickets to go. So he met up with DJ, and then they went out and played pool and stuff afterwards. And so Sunday morning I got up and was feeling just as bad, if not maybe a little bit worse, and took another COVID test, and that one came back positive. So yes, I was bummed that I got COVID for the third time, but was glad that I stayed home and rested and everything, and I'm finally starting to feel better. It's Friday. I'm filming this before I start working, and today's only the second day I've worked this week. Really glad that I was able to work from home yesterday and today. And while we have some immunocompromised people on our team at work, so I wouldn't go in for that reason alone, but even if we didn't have anybody that was immunocompromised, like I wouldn't want to risk giving anybody anything. So glad that I can work from home. And then, so yeah, so the music festival, DJ got several beers, so I just took that out of our date night, so that was $25. And then that grouping of alcohol that he bought was a little bit more, because like I said, it's pricey. He bought me something which wasn't that good, but it was an additional $8. Got that out of eating out. And then I think this was another one of his drinks, was this 18. So I got 50. So that should be 20, 40, 50. And then our food, we got like 2 Euro sandwiches, or no, I got a Euro sandwich and he got like a Euro plate thing that was like on French fries. He said was pretty good. And they were like $18 a piece, plus taxes and stuff. But then we got a $10 discount by using our Chase credit card, because they were, I think, sponsoring it. So it was $34, so 20, 34. And then Saturday night, while he was at the concert or festival, I really needed some soup for my throat. My throat was really hurting and stuff, so I really kind of wanted some soup. And so I decided to order some Chinese food so I could get some soup and some other food and not have to cook anything. And we didn't have much in the way of leftovers because we didn't think we would be home. So that came out to be $37. So got 50 here. So 40. So I got $13 left over in eating out. Yeah, I think next year, because I think they're talking about doing it again, if it's ends up being groups that we would want to go see again. I think we decided that what we'd probably do is, rather than pay for the food at the festival, is it's right near downtown St. Paul, is that we would probably just, you can come and go as you want. So we were thinking probably like go to a group, and then when there's time that we don't care as much about, leave and go get some food downtown and then come back. And that would probably be cheaper than getting the food there. But groceries, picked up a couple things, or my husband picked up a couple things at our local co-op. It's like a bell pepper and something else. That was not it. Crossed off the wrong one. And then since I was sick and didn't want to like go full on shopping, I ordered all of the groceries from Target, and then just went and did the pickup so that I didn't have to go into the store. So that was 58. So I've got 70 here. So we've got $17 left over. Households, we picked up, along with our groceries, I got some more NyQuil because we were almost out, and then we got some sinus medication. A lot of times when I get a cold or flu or COVID in the past, I end up getting a sinus infection afterwards. So we were almost out of the sinus medication that we had, so I wanted to make sure I had more in case I needed it. I took a couple yesterday, but so far it doesn't seem like it's happening, but I'm prepared in case it does. So that was $21. So I've got $3.51, so that should be $30 back. Yes. Brain is still slightly slow, so just double checking myself. So I've got 20, 35, 36 dollars remaining. Didn't spend anything on my food because I was home. Didn't go to work. And then for spending, DJ on Saturday when he went to the festival, instead of parking and taking the light rail in, he decided just to go and park in downtown St. Paul and at a parking garage that he's parked at before, and it ended up only being $5, which he was really surprised about. So he was very happy about that. He thought it was going to be, you know, like $12 or $15 or something. And I'm actually surprised they didn't have like event parking like they often do for games and stuff. And then yesterday I signed up for a Ko-Fi membership for Lindsay at Bookish Mama Budgets. And that was $10. So I'll put in a 20 and take back a 10. And so that'll become a recurring subscription that I'll account for moving forward. But for now I took it out of spending. So we got $15 remaining. No toiletries, and then so we just have buffer left. So to cover the difference between what we had in our car maintenance fund and what we took from opportunities, I'm just going to take the full 55, so 20, 45, 55 from buffer. So we'll start from scratch with that. So that's it, and I realized I forgot to add this up, so. So double checked, got $465, and as usual I put $70 in change, or in money over here to start with, to make change. So let's see if this comes out to be $465. So I got 100, 200, 250, 270, 290, 310, 330, 350, 370, 380, 390, 95, 400, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 52, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65. Yay! So now our envelopes are up to date toward our spending, and accurately reflect where they should be. Up next, I will be filming my cash stuffing for the 4th week of July. And so yes, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I would love it if you liked, comment, and subscribed, and I will see you in the next video.